Gate 14 podcast, free version of the podcast. We're joined with Avery. I'm currently in BC, living the dream right now in beautiful British Columbia. I'm in Langley actually right now. We don't know where JR is. He's MIA. Shocker. What's up, Avery? How you doing?
Yeah, we had a big win on the ice tonight. So Jared's probably just taking his time getting back.
Here he is. Yeah,
but no, I have something to say about the audio last week. It is awfully convenient that we get Zoom Premium one episode and then the audio fucks up.
I'm not one to point fingers. I really am not one to point fingers. I don't know who owns Zoom or Adobe, but that was fucked up. Like, I didn't just go show you how dumb this podcast is that we don't really have like a producer. We kind of do it ourselves. I tried to like edit it, and even after my edit, I didn't edit out all of the fast forward parts. So like I was like, oh, it's edited, it's all good, it's fully done. Like there's no more fast forwarding. And I listened back and I was like, oh, there's still like 2 or 3 parts that are fast forwarding. So yeah, like it was really dumb on our behalf, but it won't happen again because we're both just gonna record and go from there. But it was a nightmare having all these direct messages saying what the fuck is wrong with the episode.
And we snapped it around pretty good last episode too.
It was a great episode for those that listened to the entire thing. It was a great episode. JR, how you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm laughing at the Zoom is owned by someone when Zoom is its own company.
Well,
owned by no one.
It's owned
by Adobe was owned by Rogers. I just said, yep. That's
Adobe
right.
is owned by Rogers, so those
Zoom is
scumbags
its like own thing.
Whatever. He just
like it's a public.
But anyways, I mean, we're just gonna.
Right.
I got them. I guarantee you were listening, and you probably thought we had that problem again, huh?
I laughed at that. I had a good chuckle at that. But no, it's going well, man. We just off season classic, getting our workout in, playing hockey.
Jared and I are defense partners. You don't want to see these two coming down the fucking ice.
I'm going down the fucking weak side, which is probably you.
We were Johnny. We were trying to talk about what's our player, like our D line player comparable, like, but it had to be an actual line in the NHL. We are trying to figure it out.
I don't think you can. Like, it'd have to be like a four. It'd have to be like a fourth line, maybe.
Yeah.
It has to be
extra skater.
Like, I don't even know who would be on the Leafs. Like, Sandin's like a little bit earlier line, so I don't even know who it would be.
I was thinking,
it would be bad.
So I wanted to say I was Hal Gill because that's kind of my play style. I can snap it around back there a little bit. And Jared's like Cale Makar. He just likes fucking going up the ice. One of the better skaters.
Okay, a little Cale Makar, Hal Gill, just a crazy a crazy duo. That's all time.
It's
I guess
yin and yang for sure.
It definitely is yin yang. But okay, I mentioned earlier in the podcast, I am in BC right now. A couple things, and I tweeted this earlier. I don't think there should be babies allowed on flights. Like, I think there should be a designated flight just for like it. It's like a smoking floor at a hotel. Like, if you want to smoke, you can go on this floor, but just know if you're on this floor, there's people smoking. If you want to go on this flight, book this flight, but just know there's going to be babies on this flight. Is that crazy? Is that a crazy concept? I don't think it is.
No, and the people who have to work those flights are definitely being punished. Like, that's instead of getting laid off, it's like, hey, you got to go work the baby flight for a year.
I hate babies. Like, no disrespect, of course. I hate children. Like,
was there one sitting beside you or crying? Like,
no, it was just like a couple seats up. It was just nonstop crying. Like, it's just shut the fuck up, kid. All right, just shut up. Like, that's where it was great. But a couple funny things. So, the guy that was like at TSA noticed me. He's like, "What's up, Johnny?" I was like, "Holy fuck! Like, this is weird." And then I was sitting in my seat, and you know what I'm talking about, Avery. You always get that like double check if people are like, "Am I sure that's him?"
Yeah.
So this guy goes to Dalhousie. He was going to Nova Scotia. He looked, and I kind of saw him in the corner of my eye. I was watching the Manchester United game. And then he like looked again, and then he like took his headphone off, even though like I didn't have headphones in. And he's like, "Are you like the First of all, I call him the TikToker, which makes me sick to my stomach.
That's a tough one, yeah.
And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Can I get a picture with you to show my buddies?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." The TikToker thing has to stop. Like, that has to stop.
It was popular at the when we were walking at the Rogers Center, like when we were like outside, people would say gate 14, but inside when you're just walking the halls, they're like TikTok.
Yeah. It was bad. No, but it was. And another thing that maybe you guys talk me into this. Why the fuck is there such thing as time differences? Because
It's for the sun, dipshit.
It's not for shut the fuck
Johnny
up.
is arguing with himself.
Shut the fuck up. It is not for the sun.
Yes,
it
it
dark.
is.
No, it's not. It is dark here at fucking 4:00. What, like, why can't it be 7:00? I landed at like 4:35 this time, which is like 8:00 our
The
time.
sun fucking rotates the earth or however. Okay, that might be wrong. Don't fact check me on that. But they do rotating, so you only get sunlight at certain times. That's why.
Why is it dark here at 4:00?
It's dark here at 4:00 too.
Yeah, it's pretty dark here. Like
It's okay, now. Avery. No, it's not.
I mean, it's like
you are so dumb. If you are stupid.
It's
if you think
right
it's dark
now.
at
5, it starts to get dark.
Avery.
Like when I leave the office, it's close to being dark.
That can't be true.
Okay, I don't know the
sunsets
reason.
at 7. Sunsets at 4:56. So you're an hour off. You're an hour off. Time zones don't make any sense.
You're listening to too many people on Twitter, like these people like bashing the
daylight savings is dumb. I think
that's dumb. We can all agree that is very fucking dumb.
I don't think it's that dumb though.
Wasn't it for farmers?
Well, when you wake up in the morning and it's
farmers, no disrespect.
So if we didn't do it, it would be like dark out at like 9.
Which is like fine. You don't want to kill yourself.
I don't understand why
people
are so like angry with it being dark out like later. Like, who gives a fuck?
I care. That's depressing as fuck. Man.
It is.
Think about Scandinavia.
No, wait, we're arguing different things here.
Okay.
I'm saying, why are people mad? Like, I'm trying to argue, why are people mad when it's like if they want it to get lighter out earlier in the day? I don't give a fuck if it's like the sun rises at 6:30. I don't give a fuck. No one is up at that time anyways.
Well, it'd be like 9.
No, JR, I just looked and the sun rises at 7:11 a.m. Who the fuck is up? Who cares if the sun is up at that time?
Technically, that would be 8:11 then. You got to remember that.
What the fuck did you just say?
No, okay. I think Jer makes sense. What are you
You
on
said the
about?
sunrise at 7:11, but you got to remember that's the time right now. So technically, it would be 8:11 if we went back to what we were.
Okay, you want me to fucking walk all over you? Technically, if we never had time changes, who knows what time that could be?
I feel like we're in Inception. That's what I feel like.
Well, 8:11 a.m. for it to be sun is kind of old. Like, that's incredible. Sign me up for that. What's wrong with that?
It felt, I don't know. It felt before the daylight savings. It felt like it was like it felt like it was dark out at like.
There's no way we did that for the farmers though, right? Like that.
I don't know where Abe got that one from.
That is just that has to
actually he might be right on that.
Avery read that on like fucking on Reddit.
Why?
I'm a Reddit guy.
You're not a Reddit guy. We should actually have a Game 14 Reddit.
No, we're actually
social.
Banned. We're banned on Reddit.
True Social. Rumble? Avery was watching a Rumble stream. Yeah, no, but BC, I mean, I haven't seen it in the sun, but I mean, BC is crazy. And another thing, Swoop Airlines is fucking embarrassing.
Well, okay, Johnny, we got to talk about this. So they sent you to Hamilton Airport?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen someone fly out of there.
Dude, they have like flights to Vegas.
They do
is
fly
it
to Vegas.
Cheaper?
It's cheaper, and you don't have to wait in like a goddamn cesspool of human beings. It's like you're in and out. I think it makes more sense. But like, what was I saying? Swoop Airlines.
Did you even bring a bag?
What?
Were you allowed to bring a bag on the flight?
Yeah, you're allowed to bring a bag on that. Yeah, it's like that was expense. But like the Swoop Airlines is like I get on and I'm like, oh, is there like a USB charger port here? But I had a portable one anyways. I just asked to ask. He's like, no, we don't have that, and we don't have like Wi-Fi to buy. I was like, then what the fuck am I gonna? I was literally just watching like videos in my gallery that were like a minute long, and I was just looking in the air. It was just
you were doing that.
I was so fucking bored.
There was no
wouldn't wish on my-
TVs or anything.
no
Oh,
TVs,
no way.
no USBs, no Wi-Fi. I
Oh
was
my
like, I'm
God.
living in the 1930s. Like I
Yeah,
have no.
you have to. That's why you got to download Netflix movies.
I will for the next one. But
oh
the
my
thing,
God, you're such a rookie.
it's
not
more
doing that.
sickening that I missed all of the NFL stuff. Like I went on the plane and the Bills were up 10, and I was like, oh shit,
Oh.
like yeah. And then I land and I see fucking Jefferson make this insane one-handed catch, and the Bills lost. And then another thing is like the Cowboys game. I had the Packers. I had no idea what happened until I landed, which is kind of cool actually.
It is
just
kind of
having,
cool.
like really having no idea.
It's like a roulette spin.
True. That is a good point. I just find it absurd. I don't know how people do it. Like I don't know how people did it with no phones back in life.
I wouldn't be able to navigate places. That's the big thing.
I almost went toe to toe with the budget rental car salesman today. Like he was trying to smart mouth me. Like I was trying to I was having a conversation with him, and I was like, so I was like, so I write the mileage here. He's like, let me finish. He took a long pause, and I asked him a question after his sentence, and he's like, sir, please let me finish. I was like, I was like, how am I supposed to know you're going to continue? You just paused for like an hour in the middle of a sentence. Like, was the comma like an hour long? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, you answer to me, motherfucker. I am the customer.
Yeah.
And then I made I was like, oh yeah, last time I rented a car, they gave me a Camaro when I got a Toyota because I didn't have any Toyotas left. And he's like, oh no, definitely not here. I was like, did I fucking say here? Did I say I rented it here? You stupid fuck. He was just like miserable. And I kept poking the bear. So I kept asking questions of stuff that he already told me. I was like, so he's like, you have to return the gas full. And I was like, okay, do I have to return the gas full? And he was like, yes, sir. I just said that. I was like, all right. I just kept repeating shit he would say just to piss him off more. Because I was so mad at this guy. He was like, he's the dumbest human being of all time. The service industry guys are fucked. That guy's a fucking loser.
Where are you right now?
I'm in
Oh yeah,
Langley?
you said that.
Yeah, I think I'm in Langley. Yeah, no, BC is like, I've only seen in the dark, but it does.
Are you
it's
gonna hit up
little
a
bit warmer
bar or
here.
what? Get a nice fucking.
I don't
see the
know.
city?
I don't like I said, the time change. It's 8:00 here. 8:30. Like, what the fuck? What do you do? Like, what sports do you watch? All the sports are done at this time.
That's an awesome time to watch sports at though. Like 9:30 or 10 o'clock is when the NFL starts.
And 9 a.m. college football, that is all day. And but the thing that sucks is the Premier League games here start at 4 a.m.
Yeah. No footy out there.
Yeah. You can't really do anything. But yeah, no, I thought I'd definitely talk about that. And another gripe that I have to pick, I'm not going to name the name. It's a guy that thinks he's a sneaky little fuck. He works for one of the big network companies. Avery knows what I'm talking about. He's a producer for a company I'm not going to say. He keeps fucking unfollowing and following us. So he's fucking dead to me now. I'm not going to say the name. It's CB is the initials. The guy's a fucking bum. You keep unfollowing us and thinking you're some sort of king shit. I talk about politics 24/7 on my Twitter.
Oh, come on.
That's what he does. Talks about politics all day. It's just a fucking bozo. So you're dead to me, buddy. You're out. I might block him because out of pettiness, some people were really roasting him on one of his tweets. So I started liking.
that.
Also, I
Yeah,
talked
we
to Jer, but
talked
I don't
about
think his tweet was bad at all.
Which tweet was it?
The
one
tweet
about Robert Suarez getting a lot of money, saying the Jays were never going to spend that much.
Yeah, I didn't think that was crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
why
it's not
people
really that
ripped
crazy.
him apart.
Yeah,
It was like,
I kept
agree.
just so you guys know, because I guess you guys are going to be in the mud with me now. I liked all of the hate tweets that were directed at us. So we got the notification that Gate 14 liked it. I'm petty. And listen,
I mean, I didn't like his.
gave him a chance.
I did not like his comment was really weird. That one, like a couple.
He just
weeks
tries
ago.
to come back to people. He
That was
says,
really
"Who are
weird.
you? Who the fuck are you, buddy? You're behind a camera. You fucking run a control room. Who the fuck are you? Telling the people who are you? Shut the fuck up." So he's dead to me, and that's just plain and simple. I gave him a chance. I told him he unfollowed us, and his reasoning, by the way, was like the dumbest thing of all time.
Yeah, he didn't like seeing our stuff, which means
he didn't like seeing our mutual.
We don't even
friends.
tweet that much.
Yeah, it was like,
Johnny
dude,
tweets a lot. Yeah.
not anymore, not that much, not as enough for him to notice because the guy
Yeah.
tweets a million political things a day about fucking Doug Ford. That's his whole fucking feed. It's just politics and the Raptors now. So yeah, he's dead to me. There's no mending this. He's done, and that's why I fucking hate Sportsnet. Maybe you think he was like a spy for them? For us,
That's what I said right away, man. They need to have a
They
pulse.
see us at 3 on the charts. They see us crossing out the letters, and they're just like, all right, we got to start planting our fucking network bozo on these guys.
But we
And
like
that's
the other guy.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Michael Fenton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
He's safe.
No disrespect to Michael Fenton. He's safe. He's my guy. That's my guy. I do like him. He was in the mud with me with Ticketmaster. So I do like him, but I thought I clearly out there. That guy, he's dead. That guy's a loser.
If we're going to talk about Twitter, there has been one person who has been doing God's fucking work. His name is Brennan Delaney. He's the guy tweeting every Nate Pearson highlight for the Dominican League.
We got to go into this.
So I just want to
say.
You
are fucking delusional.
Who? Me?
You are. No, Avery is fucking delusional. Nate Pearson shit does not play in the big. I'm watching these guys swing and misses in the Dominican. I'm like, who swings at that in the big? Like Riley Zimmer's taking that pitch. Like that pitch.
It's fucking Fuego, dude. They can't touch it. It's fast.
Like it's a 2-2 count,
So
and the ball is over the guy's head, and he's swinging. I'm like, ball 3. Like this is why, and maybe we can go into the debate. Nate Pearson. This is why he's not fucking. I mean, he wasn't good in the big leagues because he can't locate shit. Like those pitches are like no one's swinging at those in the big league level. No one.
Okay.
Like no one.
Let me get to the bottom of this. One, the command doesn't look amazing. Okay, I'll say that. But it is very nice to see our son Nate finally get on the mound and just sling his dick around and just punch people out. That's what I care about.
But that is like celebrating punch out like low A baseball players.
Doesn't matter. We were happy when he was in the fucking Buffalo.
Yeah, that's our dog.
I listen. I had on my pod. He's big league this pod. That's probably a reasoning on why I hate him.
He's soaking up the sun.
But
Dominican.
Just to say, like this guy is wild as fuck, and it's not effectively wild. We saw it on the big league level. His ERA when he was a rookie was like 6 with like a trillion walks. And even last year when he had, or 2 years ago, technically, where he had success, he was still walking the fucking house. I don't think like, and someone who I guess was like a Twitter egg responded to, I don't know if it was your tweet, Avery.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is why he wasn't successful in the big leagues because like, he can't, like those pitches aren't good pitches. He's Julian Merriweather 2.0. That's who he is. Sorry. And Julian Merriweather fucking sucks, but that guy stinks.
I'm just happy to see Nate up there, man. Just happy to see him.
We're not saying Nate's not going to be top 3 arm in the bullpen.
This dude, oh my God.
A middle guy.
This dude, and like we were talking, I know earlier we were talking about like that decent season he had in 2021. He walked 12 guys in 15 innings.
This year?
No, in 2021.
Mm.
And then the year before, he walked 13 and 14 and 18 innings. Like his command
that's his problem. Is the command.
Like his whip was 173 in 2021.
It's not going to get it done.
That's Kikuchi numbers, bro.
Kikuchi though, Fangraphs
projected to be better than Manoah.
Yeah, the steamer. They were steamer projections, right? I think that's what they are.
Those are horrendous projections.
Though, we got to talk about that. I made a TikTok about it, and people were very
steamer projections are bad. Bad X projections are good usually.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand. How do they make those though? How do they make those projections?
It's just like algorithms and stuff, pretty much.
So fucking weird. They have Kikuchi beating Barrios and Manoah.
I think they take into account like expected stats from last year and stuff like that.
Oh, so maybe
if
Kikuchi is a.
I mean, it has to be the way they project stuff. It has to be.
I mean, like it is a good sign that they're projecting Kikuchi to randomly have an under 3 ERA.
I think it's because of his swing, like the called strike and whiff rate when he got to the pen, which was nuts, and his strikeout rate.
I think I think though, you have to just make Kikuchi a bullpen guy next year.
You think so?
No,
I think you start him as a 5. I mean,
I think so too.
I think you start him as a 5, unless we make unless there's some moves in the offseason.
I think what happens realistically is he is Ross Stripling, like starts in the pen, someone goes down, Kikuchi's got to start.
But
I
think
I think you let him. He has to earn it. He has to earn it in spring training.
But
like,
you can't be successful flip flopping back and forth those roles. You got to establish one right off the bat. Like, that's where like Lopez and the Orioles, right? I mean, he was a starter. He struggled, and then they established him just strictly as a bullpen guy, and he was good out of the bullpen. You can't be effective like Strider, right? Strider was a bullpen guy. Became a starter, was really effective as a starter, and they kept him there. You have to have a guy, like you have to keep a guy at a certain role. You can't just flip flop back and forth because it fucks up all their like their preparation, all like the way they pitch, all that type of stuff. So you have to establish that right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
No, I think that's true. But it's even when they put Kikuchi in the bullpen, it seemed like they weren't really serious into actually putting him into high leverage situations. So I don't know if maybe they want to be like, look, you're going to be in the bullpen because we don't have any lefties and we don't plan on getting any more lefties. We're going to need you to be a guy in the pen. But we're paying him fucking
He's getting paid so much money.
Yeah, like we're not paying him that much to be a middle reliever guy that throws an inning.
But his stuff is electric, though.
Yeah,
that is a really good bullpen arm to have. Like if he is effective,
it is true. He could be a good piece. I don't know what's going on in Ross Atkins. We're hearing a lot of good.
Well, the Jays, I tweeted it. Like the Jays are the kings of just being in on a guy. Like they're the kings of it. Like there's no other team, maybe the Red Sox in baseball, where it's like, yep, Jays almost had this. Listen, the Jays were in on Suarez. They were very interested. And by the way, I am so out on reporters tweeting that. Can you just shut the fuck up with that? Like
the Suarez was ridiculous because they couldn't even fucking talk to him. Or were they in on him? They reported that they were interested in him if he was available.
They're the interest king. You know who the Jays are? The Jays are that guy at the bar where it's like, man, if I was really, really into it, like I'd probably hook up with like 7 of these girls here. Like I got a chance with all the hot girls here. If I was really if I really wanted to, I could pull all of them. That's who the Jays are, right? That's who the Jays are.
But they're making a good point. They've made a couple huge signings in the offseason, like in previous years. So it's like, I think we will sign 2 or 3 guys. A lefty bat, I could see it. Adding someone. We need a center fielder. And then we're going to trade a catcher. I think like 3 transactions could be the number.
We got to go into that tweet, Avery, that I made the TikTok about. Did you see the TikTok, Abe?
Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're just not dialed. It was a TikTok about
the trade you made, right?
Yeah. No. The TikTok about that Braves fan who said to get Acuna, the Jays would have to give up Teo, Bo Bichette, Alek Manoah, and that still might not be enough.
Delusional.
How fucking dumb are people on planet Earth? Like that. We see that TikTok comments and our tweets and all that type of stuff, but how fucking stupid can you be to think that trade still isn't enough for Ronald Acuna Jr., who, by the way, is young, but just has literally snapped his leg in half last year. So
he's on a team-friendly deal as well. He's like the perfect trade piece.
It's an interesting hearing his name. Like they've been aggressive, and maybe they're trying to. I mean, his deal is so friendly. But maybe they're trying to save some space though with Dan's.
He's not getting fucking traded, man. Who are we kidding? Like he's not getting traded, and there was 2 sides to that story. So that tweet was also fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
The other tweet that was dumb as fuck was Jays fans saying like Bo Bichette for him gets it done. Those no. Like let's pump the fucking brakes on it. Like Bo Bichette straight up for Acuna gets the deal done.
I don't think that gets the deal done, but I think we hate on Bo more. He led the American League in hits last year in a down offensive year for him.
The only thing though is like giving them Bo. I don't know. It just like really wouldn't make sense for the Braves. So then at that point, they'd be giving away Acuna and then like not signing Dansby, I'd assume. Like what?
Well, I think like, Dansby's gone and they want Vaughn Grissom to play short.
He's not a shortstop though, Vaughn Grissom. That's the thing.
I thought for sure he played shortstop.
Oh yeah, Bo did lead the league. Holy shit, he had 189 hits.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. If Bo Bichette could fucking field, he would be like the best shortstop ever.
Mm-hmm.
He rakes, bro.
Yeah, it was a down year, and he led the American League in hits. Like he was so bad at points this year. It felt like in clutch situations, he always seemed to be Bo, and he just couldn't seem to get it done.
What's crazy is like back-to-back years, he's led the league in hits. Like
Really?
he led the league in 2021 and 2022, and next year, I know projections don't mean anything, but he's projected to lead the league in hits next year as well.
Oh, his batting average isn't amazing. I weird that he leads the league in hits, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, 2.9. This is crazy. I mean, hating on Bo, and maybe we do undervalue him. Maybe I did in that comment that I just made. Like, he hit 290 last year with a 24 nukes and 93 RBI.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I would never have guessed that based on
that's crazy.
The 290 is not something I would have guessed. I thought he was like a 270 guy.
Those stats are absurd. Good for him, dude.
I mean, we had him hitting in the 6 hole at one point too.
I seriously had no
at one
idea.
point he turned it up for sure. He saved his year at the back end.
Yeah.
Where he was just raking.
September was fucking crazy for him. But I'm looking at like all these leaders for offensive categories, and Aaron Judge legit leads in like every single one.
Number 99 to the Bay.
Future Bay resident. He's going to the Giants. Like that's the Yankees are fucking stupid. If he leaves, that team is going to be so bad.
I think the Yankees might come in last place in the AL East next year.
If he's gone.
Yeah.
And how dumb is Brian Cashman to say like, oh, we're going to run it back with Josh Donaldson? Like this dude stinks.
Yeah. They said, I think I said this last episode. You probably couldn't hear it because the audio was fucked. But yeah, they said there's a lot of potential in the bat still. And I just don't agree with that.
No potential at all. No potential at all. No potential at all. It's sad. And it'd be hilarious if the Yankees were just absolutely ass. But how do you think Julian Merriweather feels, by the way, when a ton of people talk about Jays have like no flamethrowers coming up, or because he hits 100. So how do you think he feels where he's like, what about me, man? Like I throw pretty fucking hard, but he stinks. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's 31.
Really?
Holy shit.
He's Aaron Judge's age.
He was drafted in 2014, bro.
I didn't know that. He always seems like a young guy to me. I think the Blue Jays need to swing their dicks in the Rule 5 draft. Like that's how we get a bullpen.
Get all
piece.
Dominicans that throw hard. That's unprotected.
Yeah, I think that comes up soon here in December.
That's why I'm hearing like the Rays are like wanting to trade a lot of their pitchers.
Yeah, I saw that rumor today too. Shane McClanahan will look good in Blue Jays uniform, I guess.
Yeah, that's the name they're talking about when they say the Jays.
They won't be able to sign him, man, to a big deal.
You should
get him out of there.
tweet that like we'll take Shane. And we just completely I love how we just completely ignore the fact that like Ryu is still technically a Toronto Blue Jay. Is he gonna pitch next year?
You should be back by July.
That's gonna be interesting.
He sucks.
I mean, we've had some bad people in our rotation, though. I mean, dude, you're telling me that Ryu wouldn't have been better than Barrios this year? I mean,
well, Barrios, you have to pitch.
But I'm just saying, that's how, I think people aren't shitting on Barrios enough. That was pathetic.
He got it pretty bad, though. He
was horrendous.
He was
he got it really bad.
I feel like Kikuchi gets shit on more than Barrios when
he was the butt end of a lot of fucking jokes.
Oh God, dude, it is. I can't believe his stats, how bad they were.
No, they were. He had a worse year than Kikuchi.
Yeah,
that's something that shouldn't get ever overlooked.
No.
But I think he's going to be fine next year, man.
Yeah, he should be. I mean, if you're not motivated to prove people wrong after that, holy fuck.
I'm excited to see it next year, man. You know what? I know I'm going to do well on this podcast. Should I text Ricky Tiedemann?
You have his number?
Yeah.
How many times have you texted him again?
I got to look it up. I did it so long ago. And that's also what I was doing on the plane. I was just scrolling through old messages on my phone, reading them, being like, oh, this was a fun conversation. What did I do, man?
Your brain
Fuck.
was just all
Okay.
over the
This
place.
is what,
People forget that I'm in with the Tiedemann family.
this is okay. May 2nd, I tweeted, legend. What do we have to do to get you on the most electric Toronto Blue Jays podcast on the planet? He read it. R-bomb.
Oh, he has the receipts on.
Yeah. And then 16 days later, I said, I will sacrifice my liver to get you on this podcast. So let's craft something. Like, what should I say to him now? I don't know what we have to do, but the people are demanding.
And then we got to get our guys to Adam at Gate 14 in the comments.
A Ricky T appearance on the Gate 14 podcast. If he doesn't come on, he's dead to me. He's CB.
No, don't. That's the
Come
next coming
on.
of Christ, brother.
Yeah, he's gonna be so good. I want him starting. I want him being the 3 guy next year.
I think he pitches in the big leagues next year. Like
No,
really
he is
big
next year,
innings.
but not opening day, obviously.
No,
No,
Like,
yeah.
not.
no.
Do you think they
Manipulating
plan on
service time
starting
and
him?
shit.
He fucks so much. Ricky Tiedemann fucks a lot.
He's just like Ryu, but 1,000 times better, and he's Kikuchi's velo.
Did you guys see that trade machine tweet that I made that people are taking like serious?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was so
I
funny.
play around on that every off season, like all the time.
People are so dumb. The one guy, when they were there was 2 guys going at it, and it was just hilarious.
Why were people saying, yeah, like no way the Braves take this? Oh, really? There was 2 guys on there with minus 16 value. One of them is not even going to be under contract for like 2 months if you guys traded this. If you did this trade, like Ryu, he's dead. Like
It was a good conversation starter for sure.
someone did. The funniest response was someone responded to it saying like, I have to read this. He went like row by row on the players, and it was all fucking time. It was like a former Cy Young left-handed super utility that gets on base, reliable reliever, former top prospect, former top 100 prospect, high K percentage left-handed reliever, and a former Cy Young finalist. That's what gets it done. That's what gets it done. Thomas Hatch is a former top 1 prospect.
That's some people can just spin things the right way. I'm thank fucking God.
You
he
really
do that.
can, man. You really can.
Why haven't we signed Vladdy to a big deal yet?
I don't know.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, we don't really do that.
Yeah,
We're waiting.
they want
Well,
to sign
fucking
Kikuchi.
figure it out, idiots.
They want to sign
them.
Kikuchi instead. It is crazy. Like there is 2 guys that the Jays can go full Atlanta Braves with, but they just refuse to do it. Like Manoah, he's only 2nd year into his like rookie deal. Lock that motherfucker up for eternity. And Vladdy. Like Vladdy has won a Silver Slugger, a Gold Glove Award. He's been to like an All-Star game, 2 All-Star games in a 3-year career. What more does this fucking guy have to do to get locked up? If the Jays lose Vladdy, I don't know how I'll recover. I seriously don't, like how
We won't lose them. We won't lose them, but I don't think we can do Braves deals because of what we give to our other players to get them.
Yeah,
to
the
come to
Braves
Toronto.
don't really have that many bad.
Because they trade
guess.
for their guys. They haven't spent a ton of money on them,
Yeah,
no,
right?
they
Like
don't.
Matt Olson, like Dansby was a homegrown guy. Albie's a homegrown guy. Michael Harris, homegrown guy, and they just signed Austin Riley again. Fuck, they're so good at scouting, man. God damn it.
They
Like
really
Acuna
are.
is set to make 17 mil now for the next 4 years.
What does Harper make? 30 mil a year
Harper's worth every dime though.
for
Yeah.
sure, but Acuna can do that as well.
Yeah,
Acuna's not value wise half of Bryce Harper. Sure, maybe he didn't play well at the end of this year, but he's worth more than that.
Yeah. I don't know. The Jays have like guys young, like I've been hearing about this young team forever. The Jays got this young core. They have to like, can we just start fucking winning then? Like, I think this year is, or this upcoming year is championship or bust.
Yeah.
Is that crazy to say?
No, I think we said that, right?
So what's going on with the Verlander? What's the deal here? Like
He's a free agent.
Like, did he not want to sign with the Astros?
Yeah,
like,
he turned down like 19 mil or something like that.
Was it? How much was he getting paid this year to play?
I think same. I think it was just a first year, then the second year is an option.
Let me check. Because that's an interest. Like the fact that he came out and said like he was actually like heavily considering coming to the Jays.
If he,
I mean, we have to be talking. Like there has to be like
him and Manoah are pretty close, right?
I could see. Okay, so he signed it was a 2-year, $50 million deal, but it was like an opt out, and he opted out 25 mil. So does he think like he could make more than that this year? He has to, right?
I think the Jays just give him a 1-year deal and just drop the bag on him.
He wouldn't take that though. That'd be dumb.
But why? I don't think he takes more than a year, Ave.
Why wouldn't he take more than a year?
Because like, I don't know, he's close to being like, he's like cherry picking now at this point.
True, but why don't you?
I could see a 2-year of a club option, like what he just signed.
Yeah,
you think he's looking for 3-4 years?
Yeah, I was like, why would I just try and make bank?
I don't even know. I don't know which team would
be
give
raw.
him
I would be raw card if the Jays signed Verlander.
God, that would be a hell of a signing.
That would be fucking insane. Kate Upton down here too. Are you kidding me? It'd be all time. Yeah, no, it would be sick. I don't know what the Jays are going to do this offseason. I really don't. Like, Suarez would have been sick because that guy is a fucking freak. That guy is a freak.
Relievers' turnover rate is so high, though, as in, like, Edwin Diaz will be bad by year 3 of that deal. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah, 5-year deal for a reliever is absurd.
And another thing, too, which is really pissing me off, why the fuck are all of these insiders projecting no one to go to the Jays?
I saw something the other day that was actually, it was projecting, it didn't have many to the Jays, but it had Benintendi to the Jays.
That would be fucking that would be so Blue Jays, another outfielder. Yeah, like let's have 9 outfielders. Like let's go slow pitch style, have a fucking rover playing between right and center, just in the gap. That's what Ross Atkins is gonna do. He's gonna sign another outfielder. We're gonna have 9 outfielders, 3 catchers, 100 fucking infielders, and just no pitching. That's what Ross Atkins is gonna do.
So
I don't know. I think they'll shock people. I think we'll make a big signing.
Tuesday's when it starts, right? Free agency.
Yeah. That day's gonna be fucking electric. There's gonna be so many deals off the rip. I think.
I don't think we're gonna get anyone big.
No, well, not anyone big, because the bigger guys try to get make the market.
Sorry,
dictate.
Anyone good? I don't think we're gonna get anyone good.
Yeah, I think the market's gonna dictate.
Well, I mean, the trading alone of a catcher could be someone big
for sure. That's where we need. That's the deal that needs to be made.
That deal is going to be made.
Dude,
I mean, they're trying to play it up like it might not have. Like we're not forcing it, but it's just leverage a little bit.
I'm looking at like a lot of comments we made earlier this year are going to come back to bite us in the ass because I think Jacob deGrom's going to the Texas Rangers. And we really shot on that team and fan base, and they're about to get like the unicorn best pitcher ever.
Yeah, but they're still just, that team is still not good.
Yeah, Martin Perez
deGrom doesn't fix that team.
Yeah, because Kershaw's not going there either. It's one arm. They're pitching like Colby Allard and stuff. Like
their rotation sucks.
And Dane Dunning.
And how many innings realistically can deGrom give you?
That's true. You know who I really like? I would fly under the radar. Would be a decent signing for the Jays. I think we talked about this earlier. Is Chris Bassett? Yeah. I wouldn't hate Chris Bassett. I really wouldn't
mind that either. I think he'd be a hell of a 4
Like
starter.
He'd be like a good 4 guy.
He's very Ross Stripling-ish as a command guy.
But cheaper. I think.
You think he's cheaper than Ross?
Has to be.
Where do you think Ross ends up?
Bassett put up really good numbers.
Ross is going to end. I'm hearing Cubs for Ross.
God, that's a classic. They're going to give him the same money as fucking what they gave Stroman.
It's going to be weird. Why? What the Cubs did is dumb.
Now they're just making dumb signings.
Even
I heard
watching the
someone-
playoffs, it's
I
like
heard the Cubs are also in contention for like the shortstops too, right? That's another.
they
thing.
don't make any sense.
They have like Brennan Davis coming up, who's a sick shortstop prospect. But
no, Brennan Davis is an outfielder.
is it who?
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine. Come on,
Okay,
you know this.
he's fucking sick.
He's so good. It's fucking ridiculous.
Who is the shortstop? I was thinking. Oh, there's a Chicago. Is Brennan Davis
I
a
heard-
Chicago kid?
Yeah, no, he's not a Chicago kid. He's from
Okay.
Arizona.
Okay,
But
drafted a Chicago.
you
kid.
know who's another guy? Actually, I can see the Jays signing too, like fly under the radar guy is Jameson Taillon.
Yeah, he was a guy. I think he would be pretty good. You get
He's
him
from.
cheap.
I mean, his
Canadian guy.
He's another
guy
guy
who
who's
pitched in
really,
division again though. Like
he's another guy who's a good friend of mine. His grandparents are from Toronto. So every time he comes here, he has like a pretty big like family here. But I want that guy from Japan. I'll say it. Kodai Senga.
Apparently,
that
I've been
dude-
talking to that guy for a long time.
That dude is a fucking freak. There's a lot of guys here I see the Jays potentially
Dude,
signing.
I think
Kikuchi would
I
fucking
think we
help out on
Kikuchi.
that.
He should recruit him.
we make the trade, and then now the trade is interesting because I heard some shit because like the Cardinals need a catcher.
They
Like,
do
they
because
need a-
Yachty's gone. And
Yeah,
that,
they need a catcher.
the
Like, they
Jays
don't
will
have a
trade.
catcher.
the Jays will trade one of our catchers to the St. Louis Cardinals. That is happening. That is
Now,
happening.
What's interesting is who's the outfielder that they were potentially. So Dylan Carlson was talked about,
He's good. I like Dylan Carlson.
but we'd have to give up Kirk if we'd want Carlson or the other guy there, Nootbaar.
Yeah.
Newt Bar is pretty good too.
Yeah, but if we traded Jansen, I could see Jansen just seems like he fits into that Cardinals lineup.
And another thing, I don't give a fuck how many advanced analytics stats bullshit you fucking throw at me. I will be livid if the Toronto Blue Jays sign Andrew Heaney. I will be
that's
fucking
bad.
livid if the Toronto Blue Jays sign the American Yusei Kikuchi. That's what he is. Do you remember when this motherfucker was on the Yankees? Dude.
Okay.
No, he was ass on the Yankees.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was, and then they signed him, and then people were tweeting he's gonna be sick somehow on the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yes, and he was pretty good on the Dodgers. I just don't. That's the Jays don't need another guy like that, like another left-handed project. They
I
don't.
think that's a made-up rumor. I'm making that up right now. I don't know who the fuck is coming up with this shit that we're in on Heaney. Why the fuck would we want him?
Wait, Martin Perez is a free agent, Avery. Why aren't the fuck?
Yep.
I wouldn't hate that. I don't want Taiwan Walker. That's another guy that the Jays are linked to. Holy fuck.
We're technically
the
linked
four
to
guys.
everyone.
These are the four guys that I don't want on the Toronto Blue Jays. Andrew Heaney, Taiwan Walker, a guy who I have one out with and he's a beauty, but he is ass. Sean Manaea, don't want that motherfucker. And another guy that's kind of getting like thrown around the ringer here is Michael Wacha. I don't want that guy either.
Michael Wacha.
I don't want any of those dudes on this
He
team.
was okay this year,
Come on, bro.
but that means he pitched for like every single team in the division.
This team is way better than Michael Wacha, dude. Come
Yeah,
on.
we're better than Michael Wacha.
We
No,
have
I
Ross
don't. Yeah,
Strickland.
it'll be interesting.
This
what
is
we
the
do.
season, dude. Like the Toronto Blue Jays have to go all in. Like, okay, Yankees are going to lose Aaron Judge, so they're going to be fucking ass. The Red Sox are potentially losing Xander Bogaerts, right?
Yep.
They're going to be fucking terrible next year, the Red Sox.
They haven't been linked to anyone signing wise.
Exactly. The Orioles, okay, pretty good season
Yeah.
last year. Yeah, like that's a really good team. The
Well,
Rays,
they should be in on like DeGrom or someone.
that's apparently
I could
they are
see
in
it.
on him too.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say the white whale, and I know this is crazy that I didn't want him earlier, but I did take a deep dive into his stuff. Is Nathan Eovaldi. Like that's a realistic guy that the Jays could get where I'm like, all right, like I'm kind of in on this guy.
I bet Nate Eovaldi to win the Cy Young this year. Hand up.
Good pick, man. This is a guy that I could like listen, like a 3-4 guy, a 4-5 guy, a 3.87 ERA, not a massive name that like flies off the charts when the Jays sign him, but underrated signing that just like has a potential to shove. I don't hate it. I really don't hate Nate
He's
Eovaldi.
got good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't hate Nate Eovaldi. And how much would Nate Eovaldi cost? Like Kikuchi money, kind of? Like somewhere around there, or maybe a little bit more. Like, what do you think, Abe?
Let's see what he made last year.
He'll be around the 10 mil mark.
That's a guy like these are there's
Mhm.
so many.
There's a lot of those
realistic
10 mil
guys.
guys, to be honest.
There's a lot of
year.
realistic guys that Jays could sign.
Yeah.
Like,
We're in
I
good
just
hands.
don't
I
want
think
Andrew
we good.
Haney, bro. I don't. I really
I don't
fucking
like that.
don't, bro. I don't. Like, who do you think would cost more? Because I'm reading a list and it has Martin Perez listed like below ranked, like lesser ranked than Nathan Eovaldi. Who do you think costs more, Perez or Eovaldi?
Eovaldi, probably.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. He made 17 million in this contract with the Red Sox per year.
Okay, so I guess it
4
would
year,
take,
$68 million deal.
Okay, so I guess it would take a pretty decent amount of money.
Yeah, I think he's 32, man. He's not very old.
Fuck, that is, yeah.
So yeah, I think he's at least gonna make that.
Oh, I forgot to say another guy, Mike Clevenger. I don't want that motherfucker either.
He's been linked to the Jays.
That dude stinks. That dude sucks.
I'm out on the linking to the Jays. It's like, yeah, we need pitchers.
Everything's linked to the Jays. It's just because they're
everyone's
in
linked to
talks
every
of
team.
getting a starter.
Dude, I'm looking right now at these shortstops on the free agent market this year. Wild.
Trey
So
Turner would look good in Blue Jays uniform.
Trey Turner, Xander Bogaerts, Carlos Correa, Tim Anderson, Dansby Swanson. Like, holy shit, bro.
Who the fuck is gonna get Tim Anderson? The Marlins?
Tim Anderson, I don't know if he opted out, but it does say here he has a $12.5 million club option. So maybe they did take that. Maybe he is.
I think you could get more. I think you get more in the market.
That is like, this is a crazy year. Like, Jock Peterson's a free agent, obviously, as well.
I've seen that rumor.
He's been linked.
I wouldn't hate Jock Peterson on the Blue Jays. That's
Yeah,
a lefty bat that mashes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate it either.
It'd be a good pairing with someone else.
Dude, there's so many pitchers I'm seeing on this list that I'm like, if the Jays sign this guy, I'd be so fucking mad, bro.
We
like,
don't really need much.
Like Syndergaard, get that guy
I
the
don't
fuck
want
off this team.
Syndergaard.
Andrew Haney, no. Clevenger, no. Waka, no. All these dudes are like mid. Like, the guy that would really move the needle for me, and I know he has a player option, is Carlos Rodon.
Yeah. I mean, that's a top tier pitcher.
He's gonna get the bag.
I don't even care, but like, fuck, because you got to understand, right? If you're Blue Jay management, Ryu is coming off the books this year, so that leaves you with a pretty good amount of money to spend, like, for the future with Ryu off the books, and then Kikuchi would only have one more year on his deal after this year. So it's like you have guys where you can actually like weasel it around to where like the back end of their deal they're getting paid a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think we gave too much money to the Kikuchi and the Ryus for them to just go out and get a similar guy like that and be like, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I guess we'll go into a couple more things here. So I'm seeing a lot, and I know we were talking about that Ronald Acuna deal. I don't know why Jays fans are so persistent on like not understanding the worth of other players. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the Jays fans are like, I'm not giving up Manoah for Ronald Acuna Jr. I'm not giving up Bo for Ronald Acuna Jr. I don't understand that. Like, do Jays fans not have an understanding of how good fucking Ronald Acuna Jr. is, though? Like, this dude's like, when healthy, a top 5 player in baseball on a team friendly deal. And you're saying I wouldn't give up Bo? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think we do underrate Bo a little bit, but Ronald Acuna Jr. is, he's there. He's legit down year with the ACL tear, or broken leg. What the fuck did he have?
It was a broken leg.
Okay. He'll be very good this upcoming year.
He's so fucking good. He is so fucking good. I don't know. It's just like, maybe
it's like the Chris Black saying we should get Dalton Varsho. It's like Dalton Varsho's one of the best players on the
D-backs.
You
just outed the name, but I guess whatever, it's out there. The Dalton that thing was really fucking chasing.
Yeah, it's like, let's get Dalton Varsho and Zach Gallen. It's like, yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, why don't we just and we'll give up fucking Thomas Hatch.
Yeah, it's like the deals I send in fantasy football just to piss off the other people in the league.
The 6-for-1, where it's like, I've given you 6 players, like 2 of them have to be good. That's what that is. It's I don't understand it. I really don't. It's just Jay's Twitter, and I will say this as well. we're slowly turning into Yankee fans.
Yeah.
These Jays fans, and it's pissing me the fuck off. Like, Jays fans are linking themselves to every single all-star player, but they won't give up their players. They'll give up just the most mid-level prospects ever. Like, for Acuna, it was like, we'll give up Aurelvis Martinez, who was it? Lourdes, and that's it. I'm like, in what fucking world does a team with a brain do that? We're not the Yankees, dude. Like, we're turning into Yankee fans.
Oh my God. I saw a hypothetical deal for Shohei, and it was like the 3 worst players. It was Glaber, Jason Dominguez, and it might have been Volpe or someone. And they're like, does this
Volpe
get it
is
done?
good though.
Volpe is good for sure, but I was like, does this get it done? And someone tweeted, yeah, 2 players that no one wants will get you the best player of all time.
Shohei would be cool.
Yep.
Shohei would be cool. And I guess we got a shout out. So someone Claps created a Nate Pearson burner account called Nate the Engine. So give that a follow. I told him I'd give him a shout out for it. But yeah, I'm out on Nate Pearson. Whatever. He's whatever. But who's another free? I forgot I was reading a guy that was a free agent that was fucking a reliever. I don't whatever. It just, yeah, I'm excited to see. Obviously, free agency starts Tuesday.
Fulmer's a free agent.
Who is?
Michael Fulmer.
Really?
I believe so.
He is.
That's another realistic
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah, there was also we were linked to some.
Oh, of course. The Link Kings. That's what's gonna be
There's
the name
some
of this
guy
episode.
on the,
Let's link, bro.
there's some kind of under the radar, but there's some guy and with the Rockies in their bullpen who throws like 98, 99, but his ERA was fucking shit. But it was like, but his strikeout rate,
You know, it just
anyone with a strikeout rate above 30, we're linked.
Oh yeah.
We're linked.
yeah, the Link Kings.
We need
We're
it.
linked.
That's the name of this episode is the Link Kings. That's what the Jays are. They are linked to every single player that's ever existed. Do you remember when Hazel May tweeted the fucking Jays got Michael Brantley? And
That
just,
was
like,
nuts.
We're linked to Michael Brantley too.
Yeah,
We're linked.
oh, of course. Who else are we? We're linked to everyone. That's if you're a Jays reporter, you could just can have no credible sources and just tweet the Jays were linked to Carlo, like just whoever. Where do you guys think Correa goes? Dodgers?
the Blue Jays.
Really?
You think so?
Shut the
He's gonna get
fuck
a lot
up,
of money.
man.
I mean, it would be nice. He can play short. Bo can play second.
Is he gonna
Who-
sign like a fucking 2-year deal?
I don't
Is that his
know.
plan.
I have no idea what Correa was doing. That was a weird deal with the Twins.
Yeah, he wanted to like prove himself, and then he kind of just like stayed at the same spot.
Yeah.
But he showed
I
he
think-
could do it again. Not many.
Yeah.
times.
I do think Bogarts is going to the Phillies though.
You think Bogarts is going to the Phillies? You don't think Trey Turner is?
Maybe, yeah. One or the
But,
other.
he's
One
been
of them
pretty
is going
heavily
to the
talked
Phillies.
about.
One of them is going to the Phillies. and
I mean,
think
Trey
they're gonna-
Turner makes a little more sense, wouldn't you think? Like the
He-
Harper connection.
Yeah,
It seems like he
that's
wants
true.
to be there.
That's true. That's true. We'll see. But also another thing, I am playing like musical chairs with my like car tire. I'm pretty sure there's a leak in it. And I just like I'm been holding off getting like the tire looked at. I just keep filling it with air like every 3 days.
No,
That's-
And it like keeps
I had to do that before. It sucks, man.
So what do you do though, Abe? Like
You just got to put it into the shop, and then sometimes it's not that bad. They can just fix it up.
well,
pretty
I'm
easily.
getting my new car in like 3-4 weeks. So like I don't want to like because
having to put air to the tires is ass.
every
bro.
3 days, dude. That's fucking.
I would it was like the back left. I would always like move the mirror down to see how flat the tire was while I was driving. And sometimes that thing was low. I was like, God, I gotta pull over.
Yeah, it is. It's nightmare territory. But like I said, I'm getting my new car. We are going to be grinding. And by the way, a lot of our listeners are from BC. So what's up? Like, what's their DM me with recommendations?
What's up?
DM me recommendations on places to eat. I know Shark Club actually is like a good place here. I know there's obviously a Shark Club in Toronto, but DM me places to go here. Like, I'm going to be a tourist for 3 days.
Mhm.
Just grinding my
Aren't
fucking.
you going to
dick.
the Canucks game?
Nope. They don't play at home. I usually book my schedule around when the home team plays, But yeah, it's just I didn't realize they weren't playing this week. I read the schedule wrong.
Yeah.
So you just hate to see it. Also, so something to look forward to. We will be recording the Gate 14 Awards next Friday, correct? 25th.
I didn't know we had a day for it, but sure.
I said on Friday in our group chat, I say 2 weeks from now is good.
Yeah, I didn't know we had a specific date. That's fine.
We'll figure it. We'll figure out.
It's not. We'll figure it out. This is going to be a very serious award show. Like, we have to fucking start planning this. So we have the awards listed out so we can read it off of paper, and then we have to have like a videographer, edit it and stuff like that and put it in. This is a serious thing. This is gonna pop off. Like, I'll make all the clips for like hyping up the award show on YouTube, but like this is gonna do probably, this might be our best video, I think, just based off of like the hype and the production and how funny these awards are. So we have to get that done.
Yeah.
So Avery, figure it out. It's obviously going to be at Owner's Ball. I don't expect it to. And if the Friday doesn't work because the video guy or whatever who has to like set that stuff up, if he doesn't want to do it on the Friday because he has to do some shit, we'll do it Thursday. Like whatever makes it easier for him, so he doesn't have to like.
There is going to be a special treat at the end of the Gate 14 awards.
I forgot to mention that. There will be a massive surprise at the end of the Gate 14 awards.
You don't know that you want to see it, but you know you want to see it.
You know what it is.
This is going to be one of the greatest surprises in Gate 14 history, because the way I'm planning it is at the end of the award show, it's just going to be, thank you guys for watching. Screen goes black.
It's going to be like Marvel movies.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, pans into the fucking surprise. That's what it's going to be. You're not going to want to miss the Gate 14 awards. You're not going to want to miss it. And this might be the only Gate 14 awards we don't have a live audience for. Because I think this podcast is going to get so big that for the second edition of the Gate 14 awards, it's going to be a live show. And we're going to have all the people there, and it's going to be electric. But make sure you do not click end the video when it's rolling close to the credits.
Yeah.
Because this, it's going to be a can't miss. It's going to be can't miss. So just make sure you're tuning in for that. As always, man, I mean, it's good to always shoot the shit here. Like I said, keep commenting on Bradley Zimmer's shit. I might release a public statement. I might make a video like directly talking to Bradley and posting, and you guys can just tag him.
Yeah.
He needs to come on this podcast. No. Like, I'm not even worried about texting Jano to come on. He's a new father, all that type of stuff. So I don't really want to bother him right now. But Bradley Zimmer has no responsibilities. It's just him and his wife. Like, if he doesn't come on to this podcast, like, what are you doing? Like, what more
he's shit-faced all the time.
I think it would be the biggest Toronto Blue Jays podcast interview. Like, it would go over Gibby just getting all these big time guys that he used to coach that are scared of him. It would be the biggest Blue Jays interview ever. It would be.
Ladies and gentlemen, we could
ask him. The shit we could ask Zimmer, man, his perspective would just be amazing.
Like, the thing about him is, like, there is no interviews, like there is no videos of him talking.
Except for the guys who did the interview on field, which was electric.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing. There is no
probably marketing.
There is no like sit down one-on-one interview with Bradley Zimmer.
Yeah, probably $0 in brand deals.
Well, this can change that.
Yeah, so we might have to pay him.
Figure it the fuck out, Bradley. Like, let's go, dude. Everyone keep commenting it, please. This guy is going to be all time on this fucking podcast.
We need him. Oh, that'd be awesome. Johnny, is there 3 outlets behind you?
To your right.
What is going on there?
No,
there's
that's
4.
4.
No. Okay, no, there's 2 outlets. There's one there.
Cable.
The light. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. So I'll show you guys the set. Like, this is what I had to do to make my light good.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Okay,
but
I see.
Yeah, no,
nice.
No, this is a nice hotel. I mean, Langley, BC. I'm excited to see what it looks like in the fucking sun tomorrow.
Good baseball players out there.
Yeah, I should scout.
Langley Blaze.
Yeah, no, this is I wish there was like a Vancouver Canucks game down here, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Ottawa, by the way, I was saying this to JR. Ottawa is the biggest piece of shit dump in Canada. It has to be.
You hate. You have a fight. You.
What
hate
do
Ottawa.
people do in Ottawa though? Like what do
They
you
go
Well,
to
my word
Quebec.
market's not bad.
That's such a Chris Roach thing to say. Like Windsor's the best. That's what that is. But as always, guys, we will fucking bonus episode if the Jays end up signing someone before our next episode. I doubt it. Based off of
Dude, if we make a big splash this week, holy hell.
it would be all time. It
Yeah.
would be all time because the off season is actually really fucking long, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate it. But yeah, I don't know how many days out. Avery can maybe tell us that. Let me search it up to get the people fired up here. How many days out?
You said Tuesday, right?
No, days until MLB season.
Oh, I see.
Oh, don't. It's
Days-
gonna be like 140.
It doesn't even give me a countdown. Whatever. All right, we'll say 138 days until Major League Baseball season starts. So buckle up, Jays Cardinals, Busch Stadium opening day.
We should go.
We should go. That'd be all fucking time. I actually really want to go to spring training, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm going to Miami, so I might fucking find my way over.
Yeah, Avery, boots on the ground. But as always, man, love you guys. Keep running up the numbers. I know it's off season and stuff like that, so not really much fun shit to talk about. We try to keep it as fun as possible here, but keep trolling on Twitter. Keep standing for the Gate 14 podcast. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week when I'm back in Ontario and not doing this in front of a fucking 8 outlets behind me in a random hotel Comfort Inn in Langley, BC. So love you guys, and Gate 14 to the fucking moon. Let's go.